Hi folks, in this video I just want to talk briefly about the lightly colored or lightly shadowed themed image sort of background that we use in the different sections of the home page, as well as our regular template pages. We sort of have a bit of a like a faded out background image in here. So those images, we actually took a real image, put it into Photoshop, we reduced the opacity, we changed the hue saturation, and basically manipulated an image the size of 1920 by 1080. And we created those to sort of sit into the background of the page. And the replacement of these images, a little bit different. Let's just take a look at how it's made, or the construction of that right now. So how this works is this particular image right here, we're going to call this is going to be this is the first section where it starts with your home page and the floating box. That's the first section, and each section after that just goes up numerically. So this would be section 2 and then section 3. And if we open up a page, the index page here, and we go down into the code view, we'll do that because that's where the comments can be seen. We'll just flip over here real fast and we'll just scroll down, sort of starting at around line what do we have here? 372. This is section 1. And then as we continue down the page, we'll see section 2. Now, section 2 uses a class of section background 2 themed image, this piece right here. And all that class does is it loads in a little bit of CSS styling that pulls in the actual image that you see in this page right here. So this is section 2. This image you sort of see over here, a little mountain, little forest going on, that's what that particular class loads in. And the class, or the style sheet and the image for this, I'll show you both. First, we use a style sheet to load in the image. The style sheet is in the site styles and the theme.css, and it's around line 237 or so is where it starts. So let's go to 237, and we're looking for the where it says section 2, 3, 4 themed image. So anything that says section BG, then a number, and then themed image, that's the actual class that we use to load in the background image. And this is where you can change the path to that background image. So here is the image right here. And as you can see when I hover over it, it's just a very light sort of, you can't even tell what it is really from this because it's a very lightly themed image. And it's right here in the themed images folder, and it's BG 1 through 5. And if I were to open this up, I'll just do a quick open up in Adobe Fireworks as an example. What I'm going to do when we open this image up, I'm just going to change the view zoom to 50%. The entire size of the canvas for the image measures in at 1920 by 1080. But the actual image piece itself only takes up a partial portion of that overall canvas. And if you didn't watch my previous video, we offer to replace these images. You can either send us the image or tell us what theme, and we'll select some new ones for you. But we will replace these for no charge for you. We'll do the work for creating this sort of very faint image as well. We can take a brand new image, really create that faint look for you, and we don't charge you for it. We do this for the home page. So the images that with these sort of themed faded out images, we'll replace all those, as well as the 5 background images on the left and right. We'll replace that, no charge. And we'll also go in and replace the sort of themed background image in here. The reason we don't charge this is we have a template set up in our system that we can use to sort of crank these out. It only takes a few minutes. It is a bit of a complicated process. However, if you understand how to use Photoshop or your favorite editor to create sort of a faded out background image, by all means, you can certainly do that. And just to give you an idea, the canvas for your Photoshop would be 1920 by 1080, right? But the actual image itself, use the sort of select the bitmap that's currently there and use that as a bit of a guideline to where the focus of the image is. Now, if I were to turn or change the canvas color to white, you can start to see the image show up a little bit better. And if we were just to copy and paste this a whole bunch of times, you can see that because it is a very dim image, we can keep adding more to darken it up. But now you can see what the image sort of looks like. So I'm just going to remove, right? But that's just a nice little, just a hint of what the themed image is about. And if we go back here, you can change it by replacing the image. And once again, when replacing images like this, I highly recommend you just rename your own image to replace the one that's in this folder and just drop it in here so you don't have to touch the CSS at all. But the image size, like I said, 1920 by 1080, take a look at where the focal point of the image is on the canvas, and then you can create your own. We will do that for you for no charge. You can either send us the images or we can select some new ones for you for no charge from any of the image resources that we currently use.